Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Kaya from Sundown Tarot. If you're new, I'm so happy that you're here. Today, we're gonna do a pick a card reading to look into your future self. On the left, we have our number one, which is Thought Tarot. In the middle, you have your number two, which is the Magic Witch Tarot. And then on your right, we have our number three, which is the Romantic Lanorman Oracle. If you're new to the pick a card reading, you're welcome to pause the video and take a moment to stare at each pile and choose the deck that resonates with you most. When you're ready, you can click on the timestamp below to go to your pile. Let's get started. Hi, number one. If you choose the Thought Tarot, this is going to be the reading that tells you everything you need to know about your future self. In this reading, we'll cover your physical body, your appearance, your strengths and weaknesses, your spiritual connection, your next big accomplishment, your achievements, or your breakthrough. We will also look at your living situation, the people around you in your life, your career, your hobbies, as well as your hope and dreams. If you're ready, let's shuffle your cards. For your physical body, your appearance, you have the Eight of Wands. For your strength, you have the Queen of Swords. Whoops, let's take the top card. For your weaknesses, you have the Four of Swords. For your other half, your spiritual connections, you have the Star card. As for the big achievements, your breakthrough, you have the Tower card. This is definitely a huge accomplishment or a huge breakthrough. As for your living situation, you have the Three of Swords. And the people in your life, you have the Seven of Pentacles. With your career, you have two cards, which is the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Interesting, huge contrast. But also both of them are the number nines. As for your hobbies, you have the Knight of Cups, which is the King of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. As for your future dreams and hopes, you have the Two of Swords. I just want to say that I don't know why, but I have so much trouble shuffling this deck. Sometimes a lot of the cards wants to come out, and the other times nothing wants to come out. You or your spirit guide kind of have a chaotic energy. You might want or need to slow down in your thoughts to have a clearer mind on making decisions. Looking at this spread, right off the bat, I'm getting such contrasting, like polar opposites energy. There seems to be a lot of swords energy, which is a confirmation if you are of the air signs, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. For the appearance of your future self, you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands give really fast, rapid energy. So I'm thinking you in the future will have a really slender fit, but also muscular physique. Kind of like a runner's body. They are muscular, but the muscles are really tight and compact. Very, very toned. I'm also kind of hearing rope skipping. So you could be tall, but if you're not super tall, I'll say your body physique make you look taller than you actually are. You have really healthy looking skin. The way that it looks like you've been kissed by the sun, and a kind of glow that comes from within you. I'm also getting a feeling that you could dress kind of queer in a way that is more gender neutral, or you like to switch up your styles. Like one day you will dress more girly, more floral, more flowy, more feminine. The other day you would switch it up with something more gothic, more edgy. You know, you have fun with your style. You will use the way you look, your fashion as a statement, a way for you to express yourself, to tell a story specifically for that occasion, or to express the feeling of you on that day. You have a style that is only catered to you, like you're the only person who can make your style work. If someone else tries to copy you, it just doesn't look as good. Moving on to your strength, you have the Queen of Swords. You're definitely somebody who isn't scared to express your thoughts. You are so well-spoken in a way that whenever you speak, it's always straight to the point. You're so well-versed, and the way you speak has kind of like an authority. It comes from your knowledge and the way you speak, the vocabularies you use within your sentences. You can articulate yourself really well, and languages seems to be a field that you're really good at. Although sometimes you can come across as a little intimidating, you can sound a little cold, but this is actually your strength. People appreciate how direct you are, how smart you sound, and there's like this decisiveness in the way you make decisions that makes people want to listen to you and follow you. And as for your weaknesses, you have the Four of Swords. It gives me a feeling that you sometimes forget to take a break. Your brain, it's always thinking, it's always working, and you can find it hard to fully take a rest. The Four of Swords card depicts a moment before the war that the soldier takes a break and contemplate and recharge before they go full-blown. So having that as a weakness can act as a reminder that even if you want to work hard all the time, it will eventually take its toll if you don't take a break and recharge yourself. I'm hearing meditation would be a really good way for you to learn how to fully switch off. It doesn't have to be long. A 5 minutes, 10 minute, 15-minute meditation will be something that could eventually become very useful for you. In this Thought Tarot deck, underneath the Four of Swords, it says truce. It gives me a feeling that you're somebody who is really competitive. Sometimes it can be quite toxic if you keep comparing yourself with someone else. Not everything is a competition. Sometimes you just need to take a chill pill and just let things happen to you naturally, organically. Let things unfold. As for your spiritual connection, you have the Star card. The person you will connect with has a unique talent of their own. They are somebody who holds a star quality. Just like you, they also are really good at expressing themselves in ways that are creative. Your spiritual connection is likely somebody that is within your soul family. Having the Star card as your soul connection, it's such a beautiful thing. It is a sign that you two share very similar values, beliefs. It is a sign that you two come from the same spiritual family, star seeds. This person is going to be the greatest support in your life. They can be your guidance and your anchor. As for your biggest achievements, you have the Tower card, which is kind of insane. Whatever breakthrough or accomplishments you are looking to have, it's definitely going to be a huge one. The Tower card signifies massive changes. I'm getting a sense that this happens internally, not externally. It is a moment of you having an internal realization, an epiphany that changes your whole worldview, changes how you want to live your life, and changes your understanding to this world. Once you have that epiphany, you're gonna make big changes in your real life that opens your heart out to truly embrace the happiness of life, to truly love yourself, to embrace absolute freedom and eternal joy. It will open your heart out to trust and love the people around you. It is a moment that you change how you look at yourself, how you build a relationship with this world and the people around you. I know this probably sounds a little crazy and quite abstract, but you will know when this moment comes along. I'll say the idea of this loosely based around your ego and your core truth. If you have an idea of what this could mean, please leave me a comment and we can share thoughts. As for the living situation, you have the Three of Swords, which is something that I would like to talk about alongside with the people in your life, which you have the Seven of Pentacles. With your outward-facing qualities like your appearance and your strength, you get cards that are really positive like the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. And with something that is quite inward-facing, which is where you live and how you relate to the people around you, it seems like you're more open to delve into those deep emotions of yours. Your future self will be able to build a safe space for you alongside with a group of people who you trust so much that you won't be scared, you won't be afraid to show the real you. And you know that these people will always be by your side. With the Queen of Swords, you can sometimes say mean things, but these people around you will love you for being unapologetically you. I think to the eyes of people who doesn't know you well, you could be bubbly, you could be quite chatty, nice, and also quite cool. But internally, you feel deep emotions, deep empathies for the injustice of this world. And you need an outlet to express that. Having a group of people that you trust dearly and having the space as an outlet as well is a great blessing from the universe. An example for the space as an outlet is a studio for you to express your creativity, or a gym for you to exercise in, or even just setting up a karaoke set for you to sing your heart out. As for your career, you have the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Whichever job you'll be in the future is definitely something you would enjoy a lot. It will be your dream career, and you'll be so proud of what you could achieve. You will really enjoy what you're doing, and also you will put a lot of time working towards it. Whether you work for yourself or work for a corporate, you will have a huge team that work with you. You will achieve a really high position in your field. I can also see that you'll spend a lot of time in your work, that it almost feels like you're losing sleep over it. But because you love your job, you'll be willing to make the sacrifice, even if it can sometimes feels like you don't have enough sleep. It is the choice that you make, so it will be worth it in your mind. I also am getting a feeling that you'll be working more than one job to make the most out of your career. In that case, one of the job will be the job that makes you more money, and the other one would be a side gig that you really enjoy doing, that feeds your ego, feeds your soul. Since both of the cards are number 9 and 9 plus 9 is 18, which also reduce to the number 9. The life path 9 represent roles where they can make a social impact, such as medicine, social work, teaching, activism, or the arts. The 9th house in astrology governs higher learning, philosophy, long-distance travel, religion, as well as fortune. So your career can involve higher education, deeper knowledge. So you could be teaching in a university. You could be working with a group of people from different countries, different cultural backgrounds. There's also an aspect of luck, so your career path can be quite smooth. As for your hobbies, you have the King of Cups. You will prioritize hobbies that spark emotional intelligence and creativity. That includes creative arts like painting, music, poetry, or water-based activities like swimming, sailing, scuba diving even. You can also be interested in meditation, journaling, or even nurturing activities like gardening or fishing, because the King of Cups here is holding a cup with a crab in it. You might even be interested in astrology, astronomy, both the scientific part of the universe and the metaphysical part of it. You could be interested in yoga, a mind and body practice. Definitely a variety of hobbies that fill your soul, hobbies that will take your mind off of your busy daily life. And finally, for your hopes and dreams, you have the 2 of Swords. And at the bottom of the card, it says peace. Are you hoping for world peace? If so, I hope your dreams come true. Looking at the 4 of Swords and the 2 of Swords, it gives me a sense that this peace could be an inner peace. To make peace with yourself, to make peace with your inner turmoil, to find your ultimate stillness, to find ways to face your fears, to hold your grounds. My group 1 is definitely a very unique group of individuals. You guys have the wisdom to write history, to pass on knowledge. I just want to send so much love to you, my group 1. Know that you guys are so precious. And thank you so much for being here. This is all I have for you guys. If you liked the reading, I hope you can like the video, click subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss an upload from me. And I really hope I can see you all again. Bye! Hello, number 2. If you choose the Magic Witch Tarot, this is going to be the reading on everything about your future self. We will first look into your appearance, your physical self, and then we'll look into your strengths and weaknesses. We'll also look into your spiritual connections, which is your partner, your other half. And then we'll look into your achievements, your breakthroughs. Afterwards, we'll look into your living situation and then the people around you. We'll also look at your career, your hobbies, your hopes, and your dreams. Let's shuffle the cards. With your physical appearance, you have the Devil card. With your strength, you have the Star card. With your weaknesses, you have the High Priestess. With your future, your spiritual connection, you have the Knight of Swords. With your achievements, you have two cards. One of them is the Queen of Cups and the other one is the Ten of Cups. Beautiful energy. With your future living situation, you have the Four of Cups. And the people around you, you have the Sun card, positive energy. With your future career, you have the Judgment card. With your hobbies, you have Two of Pentacles. And then finally, with your hopes and dreams, you have the Six of Cups. Looking at your spread, you have a lot of major arcanas. I'm getting a sense that your future self is very sure of yourself. The bottom row here is highly related to your core, your own self. And the Devil card, the Star card, and the High Priestess card are all energies that is divine and confident. Starting off with your appearance, you have the Devil card. But don't be scared, you are not gonna look like a crazy skull. It is more about the energy that you exude. It is the kind of very sensual, sexy, and magnetic energy that goes beyond your appearance. I'm not saying that you won't have a pretty face, because with the star card next to it, I'll say your face is also very attractive. But more so, it is the whole energy that you exude. You know, the kind of mysterious, dark, almost witch-like qualities that makes you so attractive to other people. There's also a kind of cheekiness, a quirkiness within you. You know that one Capricorn friend that is so humorous, but they don't know about it? It's like they don't think they're being funny, but everybody around them thinks that they're so awkward, but also, quirky. It is that kind of cheekiness that makes people really like you. The Devil card is also associated with materialistic things. So I'm thinking that you will be willing to spend money on yourself in the future. You'll be willing to buy yourself really nice clothes, handbags, shoes. You may even get a little work done. It's 2026, we don't judge. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get a little work done to enhance your appearance. I'm all for owning up to your choices. As for your strengths, you have the Star card. You are naturally someone who is born popular. I don't know if you noticed this in the past, but in the future, you'll definitely realize that you're somebody who is actually quite popular. And this is something that comes very, very natural to you. Your future self will realize that all you need to do is be yourself, and people will be drawn to you. You're somebody who has the power to command a room. It is a skill that you've slowly built up in the future that comes in the way you speak, the way you carry yourself. You will become somebody who articulates yourself really well. You innately has this star quality that makes people want to follow you. With the Star card, I'm also getting a sense that you have big dreams and you're not scared to chase your dreams. No matter how difficult it is, if you set your mind to it, you will go chase your dreams. With your weaknesses, you have the High Priestess card. I'm getting a sense that sometimes you may find yourselves in situations that you fail to connect with your spirituality. You can sometimes be focusing too much on the logical side of things and forget that you can sometimes trust your intuitions to guide your decisions. You also tend to overthink some of the comments that other people make or overthink things that are out of your control. Having the Star cards kind of means that you have all these ability, you have all this talent, but having the High Priestess card as your weaknesses suggests that sometimes you're not sure about your talent, sometimes you doubt yourself. The universe wants to remind you that you should always remember to believe in yourself, to trust yourself in your own ability to get things done. And don't let your insecurities, don't let your overthinking to hinder you from unleashing your full potentials. Looking at the fruits and the moon within this card, I also am getting a feeling that you sometimes forget to nurture yourself, to nurture your soul. It is okay to let people see the soft side of you, the gentle side of you, the caring side of you. As for your future connection, your other half, you have the Knight of Swords. This is somebody who is very smart, quick-witted, a person who is always motivated to get things done quite quickly, but also in the way that they think things through, not just hastily. The brain just goes 100 miles an hour, so fast, so fun, so full of vitality. This person is also somebody who will protect you. I'm not saying that you need someone to protect you, but they're always on standby mode when you need somebody. When something has gone wrong, they always have a solution for you. It is somebody that you can trust to always be by your side. You two will have great conversations with each other, and that will be a strong bond, the core connection between you two. Although sometimes the conversation can be kind of heated, but I can assure you that there will be no grudges held, since you two will be so willing to talk it out with each other. You two will be willing to be each other's safe space. As for your big achievements, you have the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups, and this is such a great sign. It is a sign that you'll feel so fulfilled emotionally. The Ten of Cups always suggests a happy family. Whether you are somebody who's looking to have a family, to get married or not, you will build a community. Your closest circle will be your biggest achievements. And the way this is achieved is by you being the Queen of Cups, being the person who is so great at articulating how you feel, being somebody who is empathetic, supportive and loving to your family, to the people around you. And the feeling is not just one-sided, it is mutual, it's shared within your family, the people you care for. You will be the loving queen of your family, and your partner will be the protective knight. How beautiful is that? As for your living situation, you have the Four of Cups. I can see that your living situation will be really, really peaceful. It is a place that you can fully feel comfortable, fully feel secure. Right when I'm speaking about this, I'm tasting kind of citrus. And it gives me a feeling that even though your place will be peaceful, it is energetic. There is a peaceful, energetic vibe to your future living space. There could be bodies of water surrounding where you're living. It can be by the sea, by a river, by a canal. A place where you can enjoy taking a moment away from your busy life. I can also see that you earned this place with your own ability. It is a place that you worked hard for, you put effort in to make it your own sanctuary. Looking at the spread, it definitely feels like you're sharing this with your family. The Four of Cups, it seems to be at least 4 people sharing their emotions within this living space. As for the people who will be in your life in the future, you have the Sun card. It is one of the most positive cards in the deck. It is a sign of happiness, which means that people you will have around you in the future will bring you happiness. Can it get better than this? The Sun card also represents children, young energies. So you could be having kids or having pets that makes you really happy. Or you could have a group of people who are refreshing with really young energy, no matter what age they are. They fully embrace their inner children. Whenever you hang out with them, it will always be a great time. It's full of shits and giggles, jokes and laughter, fun activities. And you will always feel like a kid when you hang out with your group of closest people. As for your career, you have the Judgment card. I'm getting a sense that your future career would be a career which you can share your knowledge, whether that be a teacher, a motivational speaker, a counselor, a lawyer, like a kind of career that is somewhere down these lines. With your star quality, you are somebody who inspires people. No matter what career you're in, you're definitely in a position that people want to look up to you. And whatever you wanted to share with the world, with the people around you, it truly, truly comes from the bottom of your heart. Like there's a sense of helping people, sharing your knowledge with people. An example is like the speakers on TED Talks. They can be from all sorts of different career paths, but they all have their own unique stories to tell the world. You will be somebody who stands out within your industry, and that's why people wants to listen to you, wants to be inspired by you. As for your hobbies, you have the Two of Pentacles. Are you gonna be learning juggling in the future? The original Rider-Waite has a juggler juggling 2 pentacles. That could be something fun to learn in the future. With the 2 of Pentacles, I can tell that you will be having a lot of hobbies for sure. Juggling can be one of them, but I can also see that you will juggle a lot of different types of hobby. You are someone who is curious and like to learn new things. So you will definitely touch on, every hobbies that you can get your hands on, and you will switch them up every now and then, so you never get bored of one hobby. If you're kind of done with one hobby, you would just put it to the side and then pick something up, learn something new. And then when the previous hobby came back to your mind, it will be something you get all excited for all over again. It seems like whatever you will be doing in the future, you will manage to spare a lot of time for you to do things that you really appreciate, like your hobbies. You will find ways to balance your work and your life. This 2 of Pentacles also kind of looks like a pair of binoculars. So traveling could be one of your hobbies. It gives me a feeling that you are holding a pair of binoculars in search for the next spot of your travels. And lastly, for your hopes and dreams, you have the 6 of Cups. It seems like you'll have a deep desire for emotional comfort, and you'll learn to seek happiness through the simpler things, familiar places where you can reconnect with your past. It is really interesting that we started with the Devil card, which represents a lot of obsessions with materialistic things that are more on the superficial terms. And then across the spread, you've learned and grown and share your knowledge with a big group of people who makes you really happy and emotionally fulfilled. And then we ended with the 6 of Cups, which is a card that signifies your root, your ancestry, things that is core to you, but also simple, innate, and pure as your hopes and dreams. And this is such a beautiful way to end this reading, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you do, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification button so you don't miss an upload from me. Looking forward for you to enjoy this beautiful journey of your life. I can't wait for you to meet your future self, and I hope I can see you in the future. Bye! Hello, number 3. If you chose the romantic Lanorman Oracle, this is going to be your reading. Today, we're going to look into your future self. I'll draw 10 cards to look into your physical body, your appearance, your strengths and weaknesses, your spiritual connections, your big accomplishments or your big breakthrough, your living situation in the future, and the people around you at that time of your life. We'll also look into your career, as well as hobbies, hopes, as well as dreams. Let's give our deck a little shuffle. For your physical body, you have the Fox card, number 13. For your strength, you have the Ship card. For your weaknesses, you have the Stork card and the Clover card. For your spiritual connection, you have the Garden card. Ooh. For your big accomplishment, your breakthrough, you have the Anchor card. And then for the living situation, you have the Woman card. As for the people in your life, you have the Tower card. For your career, you have the Dog card. And then for your hobbies, you have the House card. And then finally, for your hopes and dreams, you have the Child card. I think it is really interesting that for your weakness, you have the Stork card, which is kind of like the sign of bringing in a child, like your inner child. But then for your hope and dreams, the Child card came back. It is an interesting way that things go back full circle. You always wish for what you don't have yet, but let's come back to it in a second. First of all, we'll talk about your appearance, your physical body. I'm seeing that in the future, you're gonna have a beautiful physique, beautiful face. When you look at a fox, you think of like its snatched face, its streamlined body. And also, a fox reminds me of someone who is skilled at bringing different sides of themselves out. Maybe that's like a different style every now and then, different makeup every now and then. And also, there's a creativity in the way you look. Like the way your face and your body can mold into so many different characters. And you appreciate spending time and putting in the effort to the way you look. You would really enjoy playing around with different styles, different makeup, different outlook. So you can play many characters in your life. And I'm also seeing your unique styles will catch a lot of attentions from other people. You will have the awareness of making every style works for you. And that's not even talking about, being trendy. You are making a statement through your outlook outside the trend. Even if you're into trends, you manage to find a way that is so unique to you. Looking at your spread, I'm really loving your future self. I can see that you're not just a physically beautiful person, but you're also someone who is really beautiful within. Like there's so many different dimensions within you that makes you a really magnetic person. To move on to your strength, you have the Ship card. The Ship card represents a journey. When you look at this Ship card, it's not always smooth sailing. There are rolls and rolls of waves underneath this ship. I can see that you're somebody who is really resilient. By the time you meet your future self, you are already somebody who has conquered a lot of ups and downs. And no matter how tough life is, you will find ways to tackle what life has thrown at you. You're somebody who doesn't give up on things that is tough. You always put in 110% of energy on everything that you set out to do. There is almost this stubbornness within you that you're just like, I just want to get this done. I'm also getting a signal that you are always looking for the next challenge to accomplish. There's always a mission after another, a project after another. There's almost this like rebellious energy within you that is like, if somebody is telling you can't do this, you're like, okay, challenge accepted. There's almost this like urge to give yourself a tough time. But I gotta say, this energy is quite internal. Like outwardly, you can come across as somebody who is more soft and gentle, but within you, there's this very powerful, almost masculine energy, which creates this like interesting duality between how you look and who you are internally. That's why I'm saying I'm really liking your energy. And then moving on to your weaknesses. You have 2 cards, which is the Stork card and the Clover card. With these 2 cards together, I'm getting a sense that you're somebody who doesn't enjoy accepting what is not earned. Because the Clover card is associated with luck, and the Stork card is associated with birth, child. To give you an example of this, it is like if you were really lucky at birth, let's say you're born an apple baby, you won't accept to just live a comfortable life, living off of your parents' wealth. If people are just giving you random gifts, random opportunities, you get a little skeptical. You're like, wait a minute, I didn't earn this. Which I'm not too sure if this is a strength or a weakness. But I guess this is the universe reminds you to just open your arms and accept the good things that fall onto your lap. You work hard, you deserve it. Even if there's no direct correlation, there are gifts from the universe. Sometimes it is okay to just accept. To accept that you deserve, to accept your blessings. With the spiritual connections, you have the garden card. This immediately reminds me of a Zen garden, a sanctuary. So I'm thinking the person you will be connected with spiritually is somebody who shares the same philosophical ideas with you. You and this person likely came from the same circle, very similar background. I have a feeling that you might already know this person. It feels like this person is in your immediate circle, and you and this person has a very strong group of friends that shares the same beliefs, the same ideologies. It's a tight-knit support group. It is interesting that in this deck, the garden card has 2 peacocks in it. And the peacock represents divine spirituality, the ultimate wisdom. So this person, or the both of you, is someone who is intelligent and really well-spoken, that through sharing your ideas, you build a community who is loving and supportive and wise. With the fountain in the middle, with the water flowing, it kind of signifies, like passing on ideas, sharing ideas, a flow of information, communication. Wow, this is such beautiful energy. I'm getting goosebumps. And then for your big accomplishments, your breakthrough, you have the anchor card, which represents your career, your stability. Because of your strength, the ship card, you build a career that is so stable, sturdy, and long-term. It becomes the anchor of your life. It is your resilience, likely within your workspace, that push the journey of your career to a new high. Since this card talks about career, let's first look into the card that represents your career, which is the dog card. It represents a group of people that is loyal to you. The success of your career rides on a very strong, powerful teamwork. People who work with you or for you respect you. They look up to you. which is a strong aspect, a strong focus in your career. And this would be your biggest accomplishment in your future self. Because I'm also seeing a community with your future spiritual connection, I'm getting a very clear message that your spiritual connection, your career, and your accomplishment are all kind of like weave into each other. So your spiritual connection can be somebody who works with you. I really love how this trio of energies kind of intersect with different aspects of your life. With the anchor card, I am also seeing that you will be the anchor of your career. Whichever position you'll be at within your future company, you will be a core member, very likely to be a leader, a manager of some sort, someone who sails the boat but also anchor the boat. It will definitely be a position that you will be really proud of, given that it is in the position where your big accomplishment, your breakthrough will be. Looking at the anchor card, I'm also getting one of your big achievements will be in the realm of your security, your safe space. Because there's a house card next to it, I'm associating this with you being able to build a place, some type of real estate that you feel very comfortable in and you feel really proud of. It almost feels like one thing leads to the other. With your persistence, it builds your career, and with your career, you build your own space, your own safe space. And with your living situation, you have the woman card. This card gives me soft glam energy. There is a sense of poise, a sense of refine, a sense of yin energy that is attached to your future living situation. The attention is put in the little details of your future living space. It feels clean. There is a sense of glamour, but it's more like a kind of quiet glamour. It is simple, but there is a quirkiness within your space that creates this unique balance of minimal with touches of really refined details. I'm also kind of tasting sweetness, so you might be really enjoy sweet floral scent or sweet woody scents in your future living space. Since yin also reminds me of moon energy, this gives me a feeling that in your future house, there will be a place for you to look at the stars, look at the moon, a place for you to take a moment in silence to appreciate what you have, to enjoy the stillness in your very hectic life. It's like in the daytime, you go out and sail the boat and conquer the waves. At night, you go home and enjoy moon bathing, stargazing, a peaceful moment to yourself, a really beautiful, quiet, confident energy. With the people in your life, you have the Tower card, which I would look at it as a sign that you will meet a lot of people in your life. And these people will be people from very different cultural backgrounds, social background, and political backgrounds. Looking at the tower, it's almost like a castle. Your core group, your immediate circles, will definitely be people who are from high social statuses. They include individuals who are very powerful, but also because you're somebody who doesn't judge, you will accept people, friends who are of different social backgrounds as well. Moving on to your hobbies, you have the house card. Immediately, I'm thinking of decorating houses. So maybe interior design would be one of your hobbies. Decorating houses, flipping houses, or house organizing like Marie Kondo. It also reminds me of, those like tiny houses project you see on YouTube. That can be one of your hobbies as well. You might even make a channel filming those renovation projects. I love watching those tiny houses videos. To watch a living space being built from scratch is so satisfying. The house in this card also kind of shaped like a tent, so camping could be one of your hobbies as well. I'm also hearing knitting, drawing, or any type of craft that you do at home could be one of the hobbies that you like to do in the future. Big projects, small projects, they are all exciting. And finally, with your hopes and dreams, you have the child card. Is having a child your dream? I mean, you have all these amazing things that you earned around you. It would be beautiful to share it with the family. But if a child is not something that you look forward to have in the future, the child card also suggests new beginnings. Like I said, you always look for new ventures, new projects. This card is a sign that you can look forward to more exciting stuff, more new experiences coming your way. And this is all I have for you, number 3. This group has such beautiful, beautiful energy. I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record because I've mentioned it a million times within this reading. And it makes me really excited to do a reading. So hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did during your reading. If you can, give me a like, a subscribe, or hit the notification button so you get notified from my next upload. So looking forward to your future self. Sending so much love to you, and I hope I can see you again. Bye!